How many times have you been repeating affirmations over and over again, or listening to hypnosis, or tried all kinds of different things to try to manifest certain things in your life, shift your belief system, and no matter what you do, it feels like nothing's working? Hey guys, I'm Sarah Stonelove. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am really excited because we're going to dive into a topic that's going to help all of your affirmations start working. And this is all about why are we resisting change and how do we make that shift. I'm a certified life coach, energy, mind, emotion practitioner, sacred geometry energy healer, and Reiki healer. If you want a free one-on-one session with me, then check out my website, sarahstonelove.com. We don't manifest what we want or what we wish for. We manifest what we believe and what we believe we deserve. So looking into your belief system and making these kinds of changes and understanding and discovering the rewards and the needs for them will help you change your entire life. It's working for me, and I know it can work for you too. Everything around us, including ourselves, is actually always changing. And the fact that we're able to constrain our energy into these looping, repetitive patterns over and over again just goes to show what powerful creators we are of our reality. Change is the one thing that actually is constant in our life. So why are we resisting it? Relationships, our personal growth, our careers, we tend to cling to what's familiar, even when it's not serving us. According to Louise, one of the foremost leaders in personal healing and self-love, we actually resist change because of deep-rooted fears that we're unaware of. Fear of the unknown, fear of losing control, and even fear of failure. A lot of us have this deep-rooted fear that change equals danger. Marissa Peer talks about this a lot. She's one of my favorite hypnotherapists, that how we're all actually wired from tribal times. And the only way we could survive is if we did the same thing all the time. If we ate something different or stepped away from the tribe, we might die. And we still have some of this wiring that change equals danger. Or sometimes we resist change because we don't believe we're worthy of deserving of something better. These beliefs are all unconscious and actually manifest in different ways, like procrastination, self-sabotage. Our subconscious is actually resisting change to protect us. So there's actually a positive intention behind it, even though it doesn't always feel that way when it's not serving us. So even if we've been looping this pattern over and over and you feel like you're going crazy or trying to change it, your subconscious is seeing it as a threat because it's not familiar. It sees it as something dangerous. I really liked it when I learned about this because it flipped the script for me, and it helped me to stop being more frustrated and angry with myself for repeating the same old patterns over and over again, and realize that, oh, there's actually an intention of protection and love behind this. You know, there's a part of me that's trying to protect me from getting hurt. So even though it's not serving me, at least I can now understand where it's coming from, which helps me pour a little bit of gratitude and love into it. And let me tell you, the more gratitude, the more you can relax and lead into that love for the reason that you're making mistakes and not see it as some terrible thing that you're doing over and over again. It really helps your subconscious to relax and release and let go because it starts feeling safe enough to do so. Is that the easiest way to change this is to look within and discover the unconscious reward or the reason or the need or the purpose of why are we holding on to this pattern? Why are we repeating it? When I first heard this, it kind of shook my whole world because I was like, what do you mean? I'm doing this for a reward? What the heck are you talking about, lady? But it was really fascinating because the more I went into it and did little meditations and started breathing into my heart, I started discovering more and more of what these rewards are. So I'm going to give you a few examples. So for resisting change, we're often getting something in return. One of the examples that Mandy talks about is if you're in a toxic relationship like she was for most of her life, and she kept returning or recreating these same patterns with relationship after relationship. And what she got in return for that was that it was familiar. Even though the relationship in her case was actually even abusive, it was familiar and it actually felt more safe to her than what was not familiar. So she had this deep-rooted fear of the unknown. Another example is, for instance, for me, holding on to unworthiness. It was a way that I could connect with people. So I would hold on to this feelings of not being enough just so that I felt like I could connect more deeply with other people. The reward was the attention I would get and the deeper sense of connection that I felt like I was getting. But the payoff is short-term. It's not a long-term feeling of deep connection. It doesn't actually fulfill me, and it keeps us stuck. So here's some of the questions Mandy Morris suggests that we can ask ourselves. What am I getting from resisting this change? How does staying where I am make me feel safe, even if it's not my best interest? What are the hidden payoffs that are keeping me stuck in this pattern? For example, for myself, I've been working on quitting drinking alcohol. No judgment to anybody out there that likes to drink. This is just for me, for myself. I didn't like how I was feeling the next day. I found that I was using alcohol to give myself a permission to have fun. So my reward was I get to have fun, which was really interesting because I could take one sip of my drink, not actually feel the physical effects of the drink yet, and instantly start smiling really big and laughing and giggling and talking really loud and just being completely silly. And it's because I had suddenly just given myself permission that you can have fun now, which is really fascinating. I don't know if any of you study Bashar, but he talks about permission slips and definitions and how we just need to find something to give ourselves permission to do what we truly want to do. And I was using alcohol for that. So now that I have brought conscious awareness, these unconscious patterns and rewards and needs for why I'm doing these things, I now have affirmations to help me when I'm going into social situations. I start telling myself, I give myself permission to enjoy tonight. And I went out with my husband to a Halloween party, which was a really difficult social situation for me to be in, not drinking. And I said to myself, I give you full permission to have fun tonight. And I danced for hours all night long. I had the best time, and I didn't need any other substances to help me do that. So the second you bring these unconscious patterns to your conscious awareness and start questioning them, they start to dissipate. It's just like when you're little. I know I've said this in my other videos, but it's just like when you're little and you suddenly start questioning, is Santa Claus real? And the second you do that, the belief begins to dissolve. And this is how we shift our beliefs. We bring them into our conscious awareness and we question them. And we say, is this true? And does it have to be true moving forward? And what would I want my new truth to be? I'm Sarah Stone Love. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. If you like it, please share it, subscribe, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And join me every week. We'll be sharing more content on how to manifest your dreams.